Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, Quantum Analyst, focusing on quantum computing stock investing. In today's video, I am going to talk about IonQ's recent failed annual meeting of shareholders, possible reason, consequences to investors, and what's next. Stay tuned. So, first of all, what's happened? On June 7, 2023, IonQ held its annual meeting of shareholders as scheduled. On the same day, on SEC's filing system, the company posted a letter from its CEO Peter Chapman to all the shareholders. He announced that, due to lack of sufficient votes to constitute a quorum, the meeting was adjourned. So, what is a quorum? In simple form, a quorum is the minimum shares presented at the shareholder meeting to make the meeting valid. Shareholders can show their presence either by attending the meeting to vote or submitting their proxy. At IonQ, 50% of all the shares outstanding is the quorum. Right now they have about 200 million shares outstanding. This means at least 100 million shares to be presented to make a quorum. At 2022's annual meeting, quorum was met at the first try. There was less than 200 million shares outstanding at that time. More than 100 million shares voted, which is above 50%. You may wonder why last year the quorum was met, but not this year. I will give you my theory shortly. There are two proposals to be voted. The first one is to elect 3 directors. 3 nominees are Ronald Bernal, Catherine Shu, and Harry Yu. They are all current board members and for re-election. The second one is to approve Ernst & Young as auditor. So, what caused insufficient votes? There may have many reasons. Here is my theory. By comparing the shareholder structure, we can find a significant change. In March 2022, there are 2 shareholders held 5% or above, New Enterprise Associates and Google Ventures. In combine, they held 25.7% shares outstanding. But in March 2023, shareholders with 5% or above in combine have only 14.8% shares outstanding. A huge drop. Also, a few other notable changes here. First, Google Ventures disappeared from the list. They decreased their holdings to below 5%, if not totally exited. Secondly, New Enterprise Associates also decreased their holdings by 50%. Now their holding only accounts for 7.3%. Lastly, the Vanguard Group became a new shareholder with more than 5% shares. These shares may be held on behalf of various entities or clients such as mutual funds, pension funds, or other investment vehicles managed by Vanguard Group. Just one more point. Both New Enterprise Associates and Google Ventures are prominent venture capital firms that invest in technology companies. Based on venture capital's nature, they generally invest at early stage and exit after IPO or the company's mature stage. Since IonQ has become a public-listed company, it is reasonable to see both venture capital investors decrease their holdings at IonQ and eventually exit. So, in the past couple of years, IonQ's shareholder structure has had a big change. Venture capitals are leaving. Institutional investors has yet to come, as IonQ is neither in any major index nor profitable. Retail investors' weight has increased significantly. It is understandable that retail investors have low participation rate in proxy vote due to lack of knowledge or resource. In the future, if IonQ was included into major indices, institutional investors' weight is expected to increase, vote participation may dissipate. Then, what's next? Annual meeting adjourned may have consequences to investors. Firstly, it may delay decision-making, such as important business plans, capital expenditures, acquisitions, or mergers. Secondly, it may decrease investor confidence. Investor may become concerned about the governance and operation of the company. Last but not least, management's focus may be distracted, as they may need to allocate additional time and resources to address the issues surrounding the lack of quorum, engage with shareholders to understand their concerns, and work towards securing the necessary votes for future meetings. By the end, this is not a good thing. stock price may be negatively affected. What's next? In IonQ CEO Peter Chapman's letter, he announced the annual meeting will be reconvened on June 29, 2023, which is 3 weeks later. He called, "Support IonQ, your vote counts. Please vote today." So, if you are an investor, please vote by submitting your proxy as soon as possible. If you don't know how to submit your proxy, please call your broker for help. This all for today. Do you have any comments? Please leave them down below. If you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe. Thanks.